Hi guys, it's Anna Bobana, 46. Sorry, I'm all tongue-tied here. Alright, so I'm here with you guys with the first chapter of The Golden Lily by Richelle Mead. It comes out June 12th in the US. I'm not sure in other countries. You're gonna have to look it up because I'm a US girl. This I'm at ew.com. I do not own this. I will leave a link in the description. And in my last video, I told you guys I might read it to you, and well, here I am. Sooner than later. Sooner rather than later. Okay, so yeah, if I get all tongue-tied, you're gonna have to excuse me. Uh, I'm not good at reading out loud, but here it is. Okay, from Sydney's perspective. Most people would find being led into an underground bunker on a stormy night scary. Not me. Things I could explain away and define with data didn't frighten me. That was why I kept silently reciting facts to myself as I descended deeper and deeper below street level. The bunker was a relic of the Cold War, built as protection in a time when people thought nuclear missiles were around every corner. On the surface, the building claimed to house an optional supply store. That was a front. That not scary at all. And the storm? Simply a natural phenomenon of atmospheric fronts clashing. And really, if you were going to worry about getting hurt in a storm, then going underground was actually pretty smart. So no, this seemingly ominous journey didn't frighten me in the least. Everything was built on reasonable facts and logic. I could deal with that. It was the rest of my job that I had a problem with. And really, maybe that was why the stormy underground trips didn't faze me. When you spend most of your days living among vampires and half-vampires, ferrying them to get blood and keeping their existence from the rest of the world, well, it kind of gave you a unique perspective on life. I'd witnessed bloody vampire battles and seen magical feats that defied every laws of physics I knew. My life was a constant struggle to hold back my terror of the unexplicable and unexplainable, and try desperately to find a way to explain it. Watch your step, my guide told me as we went down yet another flight of concrete stairs. Everything I'd seen so far was concrete. The walls, the floor, and ceiling. The gray, rough surface absorbed the fluorescent light that attempted to illuminate our way. It was dreary and cold, eerie in its stillness. The guide seemed to guess my thoughts. We've made modifications and expansions since this was originally built. You'll see once we reach the main section. Sure enough, the stairs finally opened up to a corridor with several closed doors lining the sides. The decor was still concrete, but all the doors were modern, with electronic locks displaying either red or green lights. He led me to the second door on the right, one with a green light, and I found myself entering a perfectly normal lounge, like the kind of break room you'd find in a modern office. Green carpet covered the floor, like some wistful attempt at grass, and the walls were a tan that gave the illusion of warmth. A puffy couch and 2 chairs sat on the opposite side of the room, along with a table scattered with magazines. Best of all, the room had a counter with a sink and a coffee maker. Make yourself at home, my guide told me. I was guessing he was close to my age, 18, but his patchy attempts at growing a beard made him seem younger. They'll come for you shortly. My eyes had never left the coffee maker. Can I make coffee? Sure, he said, whatever you like. He left, and I practically ran to the counter. The coffee was pre-ground and looked as though it might very well have been here since the Cold War as well. As long as it was caffeinated, I didn't care. I'd taken a red-eye flight from California, and even with part of the day to recover, I still felt sleepy and bleary-eyed. I set the coffee maker going and then paced the room. The magazines were in... What the hell is that? I'm just going to skip that word. We're in piles, so I straightened them into neat stacks. I couldn't stand disorder. I sat on the couch and waited for the coffee, wondering yet again what this meeting could be about. I'd spent a good part of my afternoon here in Virginia reporting to a couple of acclimatists' office about the status of my current assignment. I was living in Palm Springs, pretending to be a senior at a private boarding school in order to keep an eye on Jill Mastrano Dragamore, a vampire princess forced into hiding. Keeping her alive meant keeping her people out of civil war, something that would definitely tip humans off to the supernatural world that lurked beneath the surface of modern life. It was a vital mission for the acclimatists, so I wasn't entirely surprised that they'd want an update. What surprised me was that they couldn't have just done it over the phone. I couldn't figure out whatever reason would bring me to this faculty. The coffee maker finished. I'd only set it to make 3 cups, which would probably be enough to get me through the evening. I just filled my styrofoam cup when the door opened. A man entered, and I nearly dropped the coffee. "Mr. Darnell," I said, setting the pot back on the burner. My hands trembled. It's nice to see you again, sir." "You too, Sydney," he said, forcing a stiff smile. "You've certainly grown up." "Thank you, sir," I said, unsure if that was a compliment. Tom Darnell was my father's age and had brown hair laced with silver. There were more lines on his face since the last time I'd seen him, and his blue eyes had an uneasy look that I didn't usually associate with him. Tom Darnell was a high-ranking official among the alchemists and had earned his position through decisive action and a fierce work ethic. He'd always seemed larger than life when I was younger, fiercely confident and awe-inspiring. Now he seemed to be afraid of me, which made no sense. Wasn't he angry? After all, I was the one responsible for his son being arrested and locked away by the alchemists. "I appreciate you coming all the way out here," he added, once a few moments of awkward silence had passed. "I know it's a long round trip, especially on a weekend." "It's no problem at all, sir," I said, hoping I sounded confident. "I'm happy to help with whatever you need." I still wondered what exactly that could be. Damn. I'm sorry, guys. I do this a lot. Okay. He studied me for a few seconds and then gave a curt nod. "You're very dedicated," he said, "just like your father." I made no response. I knew that comment had been intended as a compliment, but I didn't really take it that way. Tom cleared his throat. "Well then, let's get this out of the way. I really don't want to inconvenience you any more than is necessary." Again, I got that nervous, deferential vibe. Why would he be so conscientious of my feelings? After what I'd done to his son, Keith, I would have expected a rage of accusations. Tom opened the door for me and gestured me through. "Can I bring my coffee, sir?" "Of course." He took me back into the concrete corridor toward more of the closed doors. I clutched my coffee like a security blanket, far more frightened than I'd been when I was first entering this place. Tom came a few doors down in front of one with a red light, but hesitated before opening. Okay, guys, we're going to stop here because the chapter is longer than I remembered, and I'm not liking this. Well, I like it. I've already read it, but my tongue is getting tied, and I probably sound like a delusional 3-year-old to you guys right now. Like I said, I'm not good at reading out loud, but I'll leave the link in the description for all you Richelle Mead fans to read. I guess my review on what we read so far would be not so good, basically because we didn't get to the good part yet. And honestly, in chapter 1, you don't get to the good part at all. It's really boring, really slow. But Richelle Mead will definitely take us out of that. Of course, because she always does. She's just trying to, open up the book nicely. I'm sure when we get to Jill and Adrian, all those people, it will be really, really, really nice. All right, so this is my second video now, and I think I'm really, really loving this. So please like, favorite, comment, subscribe, do whatever the hell you want to do. Just stay away from that dislike button. All right, guys, bye.